It's Jinkies. It's early in the morning, y'all. I'm tired as a motherfucker. But I'm gonna make this quick because I got some things to do. But here's the check-in for the Artist Way. If y'all don't know, I started doing this 12-week journey with this book called The Artist Way. Last time it was week 0. Now I finished my first week. I'd recommend y'all if anybody's doing this journey with me and y'all watching videos along with me week by week, watch this after you're done with your first week. It's just so you can like do it all blind and stuff like that. Yeah. The check-in comes in with like 3 questions. So I'm just gonna answer those. The first question is asking us like about the morning pages and like how many times a week that I do them and like how do I feel, whatever. I'm thinking for real, those morning pages are so fire. Like you just basically a morning page is like, you know, you just brain dump all over a page and stuff like that. And like for 3 pages, my bad. Y'all bear with me. We brain dump on like 3 pages every morning, just about anything we're thinking about, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything specific. And it really, like in my experience, it's really helped me like jog my memory and stuff. It's helped me clear out my mind. Like usually sometimes I stress myself out a little bit with tasks or like to-dos that I have to do, or just like problems that's going on like in my life that like aren't even that big, but like when you're thinking about them too much, like they just repeat and repeat and repeat. And putting them on a page really helps because like I could write 3 pages about the stuff I'm going through, but do I really want to? Absolutely not. So that shows me that like that's not really something to ponder over like 24/7. So I write it down, I release it, and then I move on with my day. And it's really helped me like clear out my head and like not get so like stuck on stuff and just be able to move on with my day and be more present. So honestly, I would tell people that aren't even doing this process to do morning pages, because genuinely it's kind of like a journal kind of, but like just much looser. Like you don't gotta think about nothing, or just open that page and then just start writing. Like don't worry about it. The book also talks about how like it's meant to like kind of help you let your creativity flow without judgment from like your inner monster and stuff. I made like my inner monster like some ugly goblin and shit, and whenever the monster kind of like is the voice in your head that self-deprecates and that like kind of puts you down whenever you're trying to go up. And the book is like teaching you basically just how to like shut that up like real quick. And it's been working hella, bro. Like every single time I write on my morning pages and I say anything that like sounds like self-deprecation or something like, you know, something like, I don't know, just something negative about my creativity and stuff, or just anything, I like to write down. I like to draw a little goblin. It's a little goblin with saggy titties and a cigarette. Cause girl, you're ugly. Shut up. And it's really helped because like, you know, it's silly, but like that's kind of the fun of it. And doing that kind of like embarrasses it almost, I feel like, and like it kind of just shuts it the fuck up immediately. Like shut up, girl. Ain't nobody want to hear you. Anyways. And you can see that like I don't got like my other pages because I started with like actual pages and then I went onto this notebook. But there was like a lot more goblin messages in there. But like as time progressed, you can see in these ones that like there's no circles, there's no goblin drawing. Like it's been like chilling, like, and it's just helped me really like be able to talk about myself in a way that is confident in what I am and what I do without second guessing it all the time. Like, I feel like I'm good enough and I feel like I can be better, you know? It's really encouraging. So I would say do that shit no matter what. If you're doing the journey, if you're doing anything, it's really helpful, honestly. Like, if you find yourself like scrambled throughout the day or something, or you find yourself thinking about a lot of things too much, write down shit, y'all. Like, ever since I started reading this book, I've been writing so much just because I feel like it's just a way to just let loose, girl. Like, I feel like sometimes people like take for granted like how powerful like writing words and reading words and all this stuff like really can be. So do that, y'all, for yourselves, for real. Like, trust me, it might sound like a whole lot of baloney, but it worked. It also asked me how many times a week did I do it. Well, y'all, I'm actually kind of a little late to this. I did record a check-in before, but I did it before I did my artist date, so I was like, girl, let me just record after I do my artist date. But throughout that week, I did 6 out of 7. Technically, I did more than that. I did like 8 or 9 days out of the 7 because I started doing my morning pages before before I started doing my week. But that's no excuse. I've been wanting to do it like every day, and it helps every single time, so there's no reason for me to stop. But that day, I was just really tired, y'all. Like, I did an all-nighter beforehand, and when I woke up, I was like, no energy, no nothing. And that's bad. Like, I should be taking care of my sleep because fresh mind is fresh creativity, babe. But yeah, ever since that day, though, like, I did my morning page the day after, I did it after, and I'm, you know, baby, they all here, okay? But yeah, really good. Love the morning pages. We'll definitely be doing it probably even after I finish the book. Like, it's genuinely just a really good practice to keep. Really helpful for anybody, especially if you're creative, like, fire. The next question is, artist date. The artist date, if y'all don't know about this, the artist date is basically you just like take yourself and your inner child out. It's solo, it's by yourself, one person, nobody else. You can't bring anybody along with this, and you just gotta do something that's like fun for your inner child, like something that, you know, you maybe would want to do but you couldn't because of like time or whatever, or you're too busy. Oh, that cat is so cute. But yeah, like, you know, you're not, you know, you're not taking nobody on it, and it's just something fun. You can't do nothing boring, okay? Nothing that you think you should do, something that you want to do, something that you'll be engaged in. And what I decided to do was, first of all, I kind of like procrastinated on my artist date, so I definitely see where she said that like it's kind of hard to give it to yourself, because I really wanted to, but it was kind of like, I don't know, I felt like a blockage to like give myself something, which is so weird. But I ended up giving it to myself in a weird way because I didn't even plan it. So what I did was something very simple, like I haven't done in a while, and it was just like to make like a little mini comic from like my story and stuff. And it was just so fun, and I did it without even thinking, because at first I was like gonna do something else. I was gonna paint on like this coloring book that a friend gave me, because that seemed fun. But honestly, my subconscious was kind of screaming like, no, it's kind of boring. Cabrón, estoy haciendo un video. Sí, cabrón. Sí, cabrón. Anyway. We're just gonna keep talking. We're gonna talk louder. Okay. Anyways. But yeah, y'all, like I did it without even like planning it. I just kind of like got an idea from like a scene that I really wanted to like bring to life recently. And I sat down, got my papers, and I just started like drawing. Next thing you know, it was like 2 hours later or something, or like an hour later, I forgot. And it's done. And I was like, oh, period. And like it's like something so simple, but it's something that I used to do a lot. Like I used to like, in a smaller scale actually. I haven't really done like that long of like a comic piece in a minute, bro. And I used to do that in like high school. I used to do that in elementary. I used to do it all the time. But recently I just haven't had time to like think about my OCs, my stories, nothing. So it was just kind of like therapeutic, honestly, to like kind of just work on it. Like I was listening to my music. I wasn't talking to barely nobody. I was only texting like here and there, like in between. But like it was just like because people were like saying something to me. I was like, okay, let me respond real quick. But I would go right back to it, like straight up. I was locked the fuck in, and I haven't done something like that in a minute. So once I was done, I felt refreshed. I felt great. Then I went on a walk, like after, and it was really solid, like really solid. And it wasn't even planned. It was gonna be something completely different, but I guess just my inner child was like, no, bitch, I'm gonna take the wheel. So, yeah. What was the next question? What was the next question? Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant to your recovery? Yes. The week started off kind of smooth because there wasn't really much turbulence other than like just a decision that I had to make for myself. And you know, I mean, I don't know why I'm using like code words, girl. I can just tell y'all. I kind of told y'all about it a little bit like in the first video that I posted. But basically I've been struggling with like the yes or no of staying in college or not staying in college. I ended up staying, at least for now, because I just feel like there's a lot that I can pick up from people. There's a lot of professors that I could like learn from. There's a lot of talented artists in the school that I could definitely like observe and learn from to better my own craft and to kind of just see what the layout is, because y'all, like, this school is really good. It's la Escuela de Artes Plásticas y Diseño. It's in Puerto Rico. What's it called? And it's really good. And a lot of the people that come out of here do end up doing something. So this is basically me kind of like observing like the future little generation of little artists here. You know what I mean? At least a little portion of them, and they are crazy. They're good. They're really good. You know, and I'm very good too. Obviously, like I'm not here to self-deprecate, baby. I'm good, and I'm coming for y'all next. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, like there's stuff to learn from these people because they're, you know, they are exceptional at what they do. And I just feel like if I left, I would kind of be putting myself in the dark, and that would also just be me kind of like giving up on opportunity. I would be fine either way because I know that the creator, you know, like would put me on the right path either way. But I feel like this is just the path that I want to go on personally, because I know I can do it. You know what I mean? I know I can do it. And I also just learn really well from observing. Like sometimes I don't even, like sometimes even when I'm not painting, I'm still like observing stuff. And then when I get to painting, I know what to do, even though I've never done it before. So it just kind of like, it'd be clicking for me. So I just kind of have to, I really just want to stay just to retain all the information that I can before I either leave or before I graduate, you know? Yeah. Uh, I've also worked a lot like with jealousy, or envy, or I don't know, just like a lot of like weird feelings towards other people that are also doing well. That like I don't know, I've just felt like that kind of energy kind of bubble up, and like it's just kind of nasty. It's messy, really. Like, no, you know, I don't really like feeling like that towards people, and I've slowly like come to like, you know, learn, like actually learn, because you know everybody knows like, oh, don't be envious, don't be jealous, just do things for yourself, da, 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 da. But like nobody like learns it until you know you're actually like practicing it. And I've definitely gotten better at it because, you know, genuinely I don't feel like I don't know, angry, envious, jealous, I don't fucking know. Whatever the feeling is, like towards like people like that are good or people that are better. Um, I am now like slowly like kind of seeing it as like, well, like that they are people that you can learn from, people that you can take that and take their progress and kind of insert it into your own. Like, there's no reason to be mad, or there's no reason to be like angry that somebody's doing something better than you at this point, because they're setting up like building blocks for you so that you can just speed it up. You know, these people exist for a reason. They practice, and you can practice, you know, yourself, and you can like base, you know, references from them, or you can, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to fucking say, bro. Bro. But yeah, so I've definitely been working on that too. Yeah, I mean, what else? What other problems did I do? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think, but it wasn't too many problems, honestly. Like, that was kind of like the main big issue, but I kind of dealt with it quickly. I dealt with it very quickly because I did my fucking morning pages, bro. I literally wrote about it the day before I made a decision. The day of, I talked to a professor, and before I talked to him, I did a morning page, like kind of like rehearsing what I would try to say, because sometimes I have problems with like speaking. I mean, I don't have a problem speaking, but like I feel like sometimes like I shut her up a little bit, and I kind of like, you know, lose track of what I'm supposed to say. So I wrote down what I kind of wanted to say, or at least the basics of it. And I went up there and I talked to him, and it really like kind of like made me understand just a little more. But I didn't make a decision because of him. I made a decision because of me and what I said to myself and what I thought I could do. So I'm proud of that. And yeah, I don't really know what else. There's nothing else, honestly. I don't know what else, girl. There is nothing else. It's simple. Well, I could talk to y'all about a little bit, about like some other tasks. I can talk about like these like two ones that I especially liked. And it was like unveiling like past like monsters and stuff, monsters of your creative self-worth. They're basically, it was like you write down like 3 people. I wrote more than 3 people because fuck it, you know what I mean? Like they kind of like come to me like more and more, and the more I like, you know, like think throughout the days, the more I be like, oh shit, that was fucked. So you write down like 3 people that kind of like made you like feel bad about your creativity or one of your projects, whatever the fuck. And you write them down, what they said to you, how that made you feel. And then there's like this whole process with like, you know, kind of like turning it around and like, like affirming yourself, and then making like a little like letter to one of them. Or you can do it to all of them, honestly. I don't really give a shit. Like, I kind of like did the same. I kind of did that myself. I kind of just wrote like letters to like all three of them, because fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all equally, bitch. And yeah, like I thought of like this one person in specific back in literally middle school, bro. Like, it's crazy that I remembered this, but just goes to show like kind of like how much like people's words affect you. Even worse, there's like there's memories that I got from elementary school, bruh. Like shit like that like really fucks with you like early on, that you don't even think is that important until it like bubbles up to the surface, and you realize that, oh shit, this is literally something that's stuck in my subconscious and has been fucking with my self-worth for years. Like, don't take this shit lightly, y'all. Like, this shit literally is, all of it is important. No matter how recent or old this shit is, all of it is important, bro. Trust. And I wrote letters to the motherfucker. I said, bitch, fuck you. Da-da-da-da. Cause this motherfucker like judged me for my fucking art back in the day, and he was saying something along the lines that his shit was better and that my shit wasn't all that. Bitch. But quite frankly, you don't even draw anymore now, so bitch, how about you kill yourself? Oh, sorry. I mean, how about you hop off? Like, bitch, you don't draw anymore, so you can't even say nothing, so shut up. And you can talk about it like as if it was recent, girl. Like, you can just be like, bitch, da-da-da-da, fuck you, da-da-da. Like, even if it's not even relevant no more, bitch, you can still take it that seriously. Be like, bitch, you don't even draw no more. Shut up. Okay. But she was drawing shit that you probably found on like Pinterest or something, girl. Shut up. So, really fun exercise. You know, really, really deep exercise, but really fun to kind of just like let loose on the motherfucker that like fucked you up back in the past. And then the inverse of that is to like get like 3 champions of your creative self-worth, and it's like people that have been, you know, supporting you and have said like really nice things about it and have supported you in your creative process and believe in you. And that one was easy because I've always been the type of person that keeps the people that are important to me close by, the people that are genuinely good for me close by. And you know, it was really easy. I wrote them down. I was like, yep, these 3 people, y'all know who y'all are. But and yeah, and then you just write a little letter, like, you know, like thanking them, or I don't know if it was thanking them or writing down like what they said to you that was really nice. Whatever the case is, I wrote down like nice things that they said. And if I didn't remember what they said, I just kind of like wrote the basis of what their opinion is, kind of, because these 3 different people kind of have 3 different like outlooks on my creativity, and they're all like really like interesting and just nice to hear, like really nice to hear, and like it makes me feel good. So yeah. There's other stuff like the blurts. I mean, the blurts are the goblins, so I guess I don't really have to explain that, but you know, it's been really good like dealing with that shit. Y'all heard that? Whatever. Okay, I'm done with my check-in. I think I basically said all I had to do. I mean, there's so many other tasks that there are that I can go over. There was like 10 of them, but those were the most intensive ones, and I think I covered that enough. So y'all read The Artist Way, for real. It is so fire. It will fucking do wonders for you, bitch. Trust. We are going on our 2nd week, and I will be seeing y'all. So I'll try to put the video out like on a Sunday or a Saturday next time instead of Monday. My bad. But I don't give a fuck though. I still did it. It was gonna come out earlier, but I just didn't do my artist day fast enough. So I'll see you on the flip side, y'all. And remember, create something. All right, tell me about what you're doing. Tell me about what you're making. I want to hear about it. God, that's my cue. Okay.